Okay. All right, story time, story time. The name of the video is "Do You Believe in Voodoo?" Story time. Um, and before I get anybody judging me or anything, no, I do not believe in voodoo, hoodoo, anything like that. And no, I do not put spells on people. I'm simply going to tell a story that actually happened. Matter of fact, it's two different stories. And hi to the person that's in my chat. Say something down in the chat. Let me know that you're here. And I see that you stay in a while. So evidently you like the title. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And then you left. Okay. I have 204 subscribers. I want more subscribers. Please subscribe to my channel. I do this because I like it. I love it. And one day I want YouTube to acknowledge me and pay me for my stories. And my stories are true stories that actually stuff that happened to me in my life. Okay, let me turn down this television.
If your son has kept a secret in terms of having a relationship with Mr. Chappelle, do you also consider maybe
I'm watching Ratchet Time TV. I just made that up. But Ratchet TV, I call Ratchet TV anytime, like daytime TV, when women get on TV and they put their business out there and they let the world know that they whores and they don't know who their baby fathers are. I call that Ratchet TV. Like, if you don't know who your baby daddy is, like, you should keep that to yourself. But anyway, rambling on. Anybody that follow me, the 204 subscribers that follow me, know that I ramble on before I get to the topic, and I ramble on before I get to the point. And like I said, in this video, I'm going to tell two different stories, but it's pertaining to the topic of the video. Name of the video is "Do You Believe in Voodoo?" Okay, real life situation that happened to me in 2014. I had dated this guy, and he had a crush on me for a while. And he finally approached me, and we dated. It was a summer fling. And if you watch my videos, and if you ever watch me do any videos, because I have like 400 and some videos, I have videos of me talking about twin flames, and I'm gonna talk about how I started believing in twin flames. Well, I did believe in twin flames, and how I don't believe in twin flames anymore. All of the ties into the title. But anyway, I met this guy in 2014, and we dated, and we dated, and we dated for about like 3 or 4 months. It was a summer fling. Anyway, he kept telling me he was praying for a woman to be in his life and everything. He finally met me and everything. Oh my God, it was like a story, like a movie, like how we met, and the sex was amazing and everything. And it wasn't just built on sex or anything like that. Jamaican, and everybody know that some Jamaicans, they religion, they do believe in voodoo. It was a red flag that he didn't believe in God. I dated him anyway because you can date someone and they can have a different religion from you. Like, I'm Baptist, I believe in God and everything. But he didn't believe in God because he had a singing ability. Like, he could sing, he could rap, and he had talent. And he was mad at God for not blessing him to be in the music biz. And from my understanding, a lot of people that's in entertainment, they're not right with God and they're not right themselves. So I felt like it was a blessing that he was in the entertainment business. Maybe he didn't have to sell his soul. Maybe he didn't have to do anything strange and deranged. But anyway, he didn't believe in God. And that was the first red flag. I should have just packed my shit and left, like, going about my business. But anyway, He had started falling for me. He kept telling me I wasn't gonna go anywhere, and he kept telling me he wasn't gonna never leave me. And when a man tell you he's never gonna leave you, he's gonna leave you. Anyways, um, I feel like he put voodoo on me, not because the sex was good or anything like that, because it was. The sex was amazing. Like the energy between us. Oh my god, I never felt that way about anybody. When we made love, it felt like I don't know energy or electricity or something was going through me. I can't explain it, but it was like amazing. Like it was out of this world. But anyway, he always talked about voodoo around me, but of course, I played it off and I laughed it off because I didn't think, that he was really into that stuff or whatever. I just laughed it off like ha ha ha, like you really wouldn't do no shit like that. But anyway, not to get too graphic or too much into my business, I'm a woman that shaves. I shave my body hair and like down there up under my arms and stuff like that. So he came to me one night. He's like, I noticed you shave. And I was like, yeah, why? He was like, and I never heard of this. This is so he could get my body hair. He said, the closer the shave, the better the sex. So I'm like, whoa. The sex was already popping. Our sex was like amazing. So he was like, yeah, the closer the shave, the better the sex. So he and I went into the bathroom of his house, and he took his clippers or whatever you call it that men use to shave, and he shaved my vagina hairs down in my pubic hairs or whatever. So instead of letting the hair fall in the toilet, he kept it in his hand. Flag, red flag number two. He kept the hair. So at the time, I wasn't thinking anything about it. So he kept the hair. So when he kept the hair in his hand instead of flushing it down the toilet, he looked me in the eye and he said, I got you. Not thinking anything of it at the time. So I was like, oh, okay. And you can look at me and watch this video and like, oh, she a bimbo, or damn, she didn't put two and two together that he was trying to, do anything to her. I was like totally like, I guess naive or whatever. So this was back in the day. So if anybody follow me from work or anything like that, I don't give a fuck. But anyway, we smoked some weed afterwards or whatever, whatever. And this was back in my days when I did smoke weed. And hi to that one follower that's following me. Most likely it's somebody from work being nosy because you won't say shit in the comments. So anyway, we smoked weed or whatever, and we got high, whatever. We did what we had to do. So time goes on, time goes on. I thought things was great between he and I. He sat me down one day and he told me that he needed space. You know, you need space. Like he was like, yeah. So being funny and cute, I scooted over. I like, there go your space like that. I'm doing this video and I totally want to see if this dude's or not on TV. Oh my god. So I'm like distracted, but I'm telling a story at the same time. So if I seem like I'm in and out, it's because I'm trying to watch TV and tell the story at the same time. Because I'm watching this tramp and she got a baby daddy. Oh, he's not the daddy. Oh, okay. So anyway, back to my story. Anyway, back to my story. So he sat me down and he was like, he needed space. So being funny and cute, I scooted away from him. I'm like, okay, there go your space. So he was like, no, I really need my space. So I was like, okay. Basically, he broke up with me. He told me he needed his space. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, I was hurt. 2 weeks later, he moved a chick in. That means the whole time you and I was dating, you was dating this chick. He moved her in. I was devastated. I was hurt. So I have been broken up with before. I cry, go on, move on with my life. Well, this guy, it wasn't that easy. Um, he broke up with me, broke my heart, and I couldn't get over him. It took me 2 years to get over him. And I thought, he was like the love of my life. I had started believing in soulmates and twin flames because I thought it was some kind of connection there because I had never felt the way I felt with him. I had never felt that way with no other guy. It was almost like love at first sight or something. And there's people that, follow my channel, and there's people out there that don't believe in love at first sight. But it was like something there. Like, I couldn't shake this dude. I was dreaming about him all the time. I couldn't get over him. And like, he would like come in my dreams all the time. And it was like a haunting, but he was alive. And I would dream about this dude every night. And the dreams felt so surreal. So I knew that wasn't normal. So I was trying to get help because like he moved on with his life, but it seemed like I was stuck. I couldn't move on. So the job that I had at the time, the lady that I worked up under at the time, she was sending her daughter to school to be a psychologist. So I didn't want to go see a real psychologist because I didn't want to be deemed as crazy. So she was like, see my daughter and maybe she can talk to you and maybe she can figure out why you keep having dreams about this guy and you can't get over him and why he keep coming in your dreams. So of course the daughter didn't charge me anything because she was still going to school to be a psychologist or whatever, whatever. So she basically told me we had unfinished business together. Like he and I need to sit down and talk. So and I was like, that's no cool and all, but he have a girlfriend. Like he have a living girlfriend. I can't just knock on that man's door and say, hey, I can't stop thinking about you. I can't stop dreaming about you. He have a girlfriend. So that didn't help. So the second thing that I did, because I couldn't get over him, I was like having these dreams and stuff. Meanwhile, while I'm having these dreams and can't get him out of my head, he was stalking me while he had a full-time girlfriend. Men are not shit. He had a full-time girlfriend and yet he was still stalking me and everything. But anyway, that's a different story within itself. So anyway, the second thing I did to go get help, I went to a psychic. The psychic must thought I was boo motherfucking fool. She wanted to charge me $500. Not one, not two, but fucking $500 for a 5 foot candle. The candle was maybe like stopped right here to me because I'm 5'7". So the candle stopped like right here to me. She wanted me to get her $500 for a candle that I couldn't take home and told me if I get her $500, she was going to pray for me, light the candle, and let the candle burn until it burned out. Bitch, that candle, I got a candle now that I'm just burning for like, therapy and, to feel good or whatever. It take a while for a candle to burn. So I told her right then and there, I'm like, boo boo, I'm not boo boo the motherfucking fool. I'm not gonna give you $500 for a candle you may or may not burn. And then how I know you're gonna burn it? Hell, she could light that shit up in front of me, and then as soon as I leave, blow that shit out. All right. So I was like totally pissed off that she came at me like I was fucking boo boo fool, like I had stupid written on my fucking face or something like that. So I'm still having these dreams and stuff like that, and couldn't get over him, couldn't get over him. And my cousin at the time, she used to always talk about her African preacher and how he can preach real good and how he can speak in tongues. And I had always heard like people that can speak in tongues and stuff can directly talk to God. So I was like, oh, my cousin always talking about a preacher this, a preacher that. So finally, I went to my cousin crying, and I told her could she get her preacher to pray for me. So at that time, I was like, I pay him anything. Could she get the preacher to preach for me, pray for me? So she was like, he ain't gonna charge you nothing like that. So I was used to people trying to charge me for this and that. So she was like, he gonna charge you for no prayer or anything like that. And I should have known better because, I grew up in the church. So sure enough, she took me to her preacher, and the preacher, he's Jamaican. No, he's African. My bad. He's African. Africans and Jamaicans, they believe in stuff like that, voodoo, hoodoo, and all that. But anyway, he spoke perfectly good English, but his mom spoke whatever they language were. And no, I can't remember what part of Africa they was from. But his mom could speak in tongues as well. So, of course, when you sit down and talk to the preacher, they want to know why you're there. So, he and I was, we was in private, and I was telling him why I was there, whatever, whatever. So he was like, that we believe in stuff like this, because it's normal for Jamaicans and Africans. They believe in stuff like that. They grew up on that. That's no big shocker, like no big, uh, you know, shock that they do believe in stuff like that, and like they do work stuff like that. So he didn't do that type of work or anything like that, but he do believe in it. So he was like he was gonna pray for me, and he was gonna get when he prayed for me, he was gonna get a message from God, and if he did anything to me or whatever, he would get his payback or whatever. I can't say how the preacher said it exactly. I'm just putting it in my terms, layman terms. He might not say it exactly like that, but I'm just putting it in my terms. So he and his mother were praying for me. I never forget. It was in April. April 20, because it took me 2 years to get over him. So April 2016. 2016. Yep. And anyway, him and his mother was praying for me. And she was praying for me like in her tongues, speaking in tongues or whatever. And he was praying for me in English. And I don't know why at the time he was like, "You don't need any holy water." I don't know why. To this day, that made me cry. But anyway, I cried, which was a good thing because they could see that my heart is good. I don't want to hurt anybody. I love everybody. And I get a little aggravated with people from time to time, but most of the time I love everybody. But anyway, let's see if I can put this right here. Okay, yeah. Okay, I should have did it like this all along. So anyway, they prayed for me. His mother was speaking in her language and everything, and I cried and I cried. So after he prayed for me and everything, he was like putting his hands on me or whatever, and he was like, getting a message from God. So I'm like soaking in tears. I'm crying, I'm crying, I'm crying, I'm crying, and plus I'm a big crybaby as well. So I'm crying, crying, crying. So he sat me down. He was like, "This man didn't do anything to you. He put his energy on you." Not knowing at the time what the hell that meant. Because you can put your energy on somebody, and that falls in a place of, I guess, voodoo, hoodoo, and all that. So he was like, that man, he wanted love too, and you wanted it too, and you were drawn to him, and he was drawn to you. Something he was saying. I can't remember everything. So of course I was crying. Right after he prayed for me, I no longer was feeling that way that I felt for that guy. I always believe in prayer. I'm gonna always believe in the good Lord. And even though it's no like physical proof that it's God, it's in your heart and it's up here. I believe in the good Lord Jesus because He's gonna always be there for you. And there's plenty of times the good Lord was there for me. Plenty of times. That situation, He was there for me. And when I was living in this apartment and things went south, God was with me. And God is with me now. Um, because I'm going through some things. He's with me now. Like, I don't know how to like pray like a religious person or anything like that. I'm just me, and looking at me, people might judge me and might say or think that I don't believe in the good Lord Jesus, but I do. So he prayed for me, and he prayed me out of that situation. And I cried. I remember I cried and I cried. And after I dried up my tears, it seemed like everything was brighter, and it was like I was happier. I didn't feel Like I was stuck anymore. The dream stopped and everything. I was so freaking happy. And so, on that note, when the preacher told me that the guy put his energy on me, I was looking up stuff online. That's when I learned about twin flames. And I no longer believe in twin flames. I think it's a hunk of bullshit. I started looking up stuff about twin flames, and that's how I came across rose quartz and stuff. As you see, I don't have it on. Rose quartz is supposed to bring your true love to you, a soulmate. Which the whole time that I wore it, I never met a soulmate, uh, a good man or anything. Yeah, I met the same types of men. I don't know why I attract a certain type, but not to dwell on that. So that's how I got into crystals and stuff like that. Because I wanted to draw in my soulmate, my husband, which I don't have on my crystal today, and I don't have the earrings because they finally broke. But they claim when your crystal break, you no longer need it or it no longer serve you or whatever, whatever. And I feel like you can like crystals and believe in the good Lord at the same time as long as you don't do anything wicked or harm anyone or try to put your energy on anyone or try to force somebody to like or love you. Which this guy, he tried to force me to love him by putting his energy on me and left me. And he thought I was going to run behind him, but he thought wrong. And he ended up moving on with his life. So, the second story I'm going to talk about is my ex, my current ex that I just broke up with back in February. 2 days ago, he came to me and he kept telling me to stop putting voodoo on him. And I'm looking at him like he fucking crazy. I'm like, I'm gonna make up a name because I have tendencies to say people real names. So just so I won't say this person's name, in case he watching or anybody from work watching or anybody that know me, I'm just gonna make up a name. So I was like, Raheem, what are you talking about? So he was like, yeah, you put roots on me. And I'm like, what? Huh? He was like, all that shit you doing to me, I can feel it. I can feel it. I can't stop thinking about you. I be with other women, you know, and I can't stop thinking about you. Uh, take that shit off me, whatever. And I'm looking at him like he totally fucking retarded. Like, ooh, I haven't put anything on you. Like, when he and I broke up back in February, that's what we did. We broke up. He went on about his business, I went on about my business. And he was telling me how he can't stop thinking about me. He think about me all the time. And that's not the first time he accused me of putting voodoo on him. Time before he told me I did something to him, and I totally didn't. I'm like, what? Because he play a lot and he like to play and joke. A lot of times I just laugh it off like he playing, but he just said this shit more than once. And then when he and I first met, he told me that God told him that I was the one. But I can't be his wife because somebody if God really did tell him I was his wife, he treat me like shit. Like, I made a video about Pisces men and how Pisces act and the runarounds he gave me. I'm not taking this man back. And he totally hurt me. And I have to deal with him. And then he done moved on. I'm dating someone new. Well, I'm talking to somebody. I'm not dating. I'm talking to someone new. And his girlfriend or girl toy that he do not claim. He would not claim her, but I know they sleeping together. But he keep denying that that's not his woman, and but I know differently. I got to deal with her following me around the job, being petty. I guess trying to get me to jump off, say something or whatever. But if you got him, he yours. So why you keep bothering me? I done moved on with my life. If you two was really happy, you wouldn't be worrying about me. And if he was truly happy with her, Happy people do not think about their exes. But I had to make a video about this because I mean he stood true in his word. Like he kept saying that I put something on him. Oh, I can't stop thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about you. And I'm like, uh, maybe because I'm a wonderful person inside and out. But although I never put anything on this person or whatever, I forgot the name I made up. So I want to stick to the name that I made up. But anyway, even though I never put anything on this person, uh, I do pray to God that I meet my husband, and I pray to God every day. You know, I thank God for my husband before I even meet him because God didn't make me to be alone. He didn't make me to be alone. He didn't make nobody to be alone. When the Bible speaks of man, and man is not meant to be alone, he's talking about woman too. He's talking about man and woman. So, back in those days, they didn't talk like we do, and they didn't have the education that we did. So when the Bible talk about man, they also talk about woman. And I feel like every man should have a woman by his side because that's why he took the rib from Adam and made Eve. But I feel like, I have a man out there somewhere. And I do ask God, man upstairs, to put my husband in my life. And I don't think I met my husband yet. And I was telling God to, I don't know how to put this because I haven't met my husband yet. I was telling God to give my future husband that I haven't met yet an idea or essence of who I might be. Like maybe my husband, I would hope that he would love dark skinned chicks because I'm dark skinned. Sweet, tender females like me. You know, I like to wear perfume. Like maybe he would sense my essence, my smell, or know that I smell good, or know something about me. Like, because they say when a man meet a woman, he know that's gonna be his wife. And I ask God to help me to say the right things, because they say when a woman speak to her king, it does something to the man's senses, to his brain, and he know that woman is the one from the conversation that they have together. So I did ask for that. I asked God to help me say the right thing to my future husband when I do meet him, because I haven't met him yet. My husband would know who I am when he meet me. Like, he gonna say to himself, "That's the one. That's it." Now that's the only thing I did. I pray that prayer every day. I also ask God to guide me. Because it's the man's job to find a woman. Because a man to find him a wife, find him a good thing. It's not the woman's job to look for a man or find a man. Like I will keep continuing to look feminine and be girly and continue to wear my perfumes and be me and feminine. So when my husband do see me, he like, damn, that's the one right there. Like, oh my God, she's gorgeous. Oh, let me step to her. Let me talk to her. Now that's the only thing I ask God for. But putting roots on this person that claimed that I put roots on them, I didn't do that. I would never put roots on somebody because I done had someone try to put roots on me. Even though I'm talking about two different stories, but it all tie in together. Like I said, I dated somebody in 2014 that tried to put roots on me. It didn't work. And when I was 19, I dated a guy, and he was my first love, and he just wanted to use and abuse me as well. He wanted to like date me, but date other women, and he joked around about stuff like that as well. And he talked about it. So that's two guys that I had dated, one in my 20s and then one in my 30s, that played around with stuff like that and talked about doing stuff like putting like voodoo on me. I guess so they can have mind control of you, or they can go out and be with a plethora of different women and you just stay home, be wifey. Like basically go out and get diseases and bring it to you, and you're supposed to be like, oh, okay, honey. And I had people tell me that I never dated that I seem like the wifey type. I guess because I'm not like out there while twerking, being crazy or whatever. I just seem like the stay at home type, which I am like a stay at home, laid back. I don't need to be around a lot of people. Like it don't take a lot to make me happy. Not that I don't want nobody to wine and dine me or whatever, whatever. But it don't take a lot for me to be happy. Like as long as I got clean clothes on and I got food on the table, my bills paid, I'm happy. Like I'm happy as hell. But I have had men tell me stuff like, "Well, you seem like the wifey type or the girlfriend type." So maybe that's why when men meet me, they think that they can like put something on me to keep me forever, thinking I'm gonna be that cool chick. Like, oh, okay, you can go out and be with Becky Sue. I'm just making up things. Or you can be with, this person, that person. No, it don't go like that. I do have feelings. I have a heart too. And I guess the most sensitive person get tore up the worst or the most because, I do have a fragile, gentle heart. But to my ex, you know who you are. No, baby, if you're watching this video, your friends watching this video, I didn't put anything on you. And you're not my future husband because my husband wouldn't do the things you did. But I'm gonna continue to be the good, sweet person that I am, and I think this is the longest video I ever done. I never did a video for 32 minutes. And when I do these videos, I don't aim to talk a long time or to talk a lot. I really do videos from my heart and talk about situations that actually happen in my life. And sometimes my videos can be 2 minutes long, 5 minutes long. And then one of my videos was like 20 minutes long. This is the longest. This is the longest I ever talk. And I wish that like when I'm doing these videos, like I had people to come in my chat, talk to me and tell me incidents and stuff that happened to them. So it can be longer, talk longer, and then I can have people subscribe to my channel and be on my channel and my channel grow and YouTube see me or whatever and recognize me because I think you gotta have 1,000 followers or whatever to get paid. That would be like awesome. I just, like I said, I just shoot from the hip and I just talk about stuff that really did happen to me. So my stories are real. I'm sort of a storyteller slash realist, realist, and I won't say relationship coach. I just talk about like real shit that happened. Like I get on here and I express myself, and I love it and I like it. So that's all I'm gonna say. I don't know anything about any celebrities. I don't have any celebrity topics to talk about. Nobody doing anything fucked up lately, so I don't have anything to talk about the celebrities. My two favorite videos that I did do is the one about Pisces, and because that got a lot of reviews. I think 600 and some viewers, and people was commenting on it. And the one that I did about Laurie Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. And those two videos are my two favorites. So on that note, I am out. The day is Thursday, and happy Thursday to everybody. And I'm glad that I did this video. And everybody be blessed. And put happy birthday in the comments when you watch this video. Let me know if you like it. It's not my birthday, but my mama's birthday is tomorrow. My mother will be 61 years old, and God gave her another day to be on this earth. So when you see this video or when you see it or whatever, because today is June 16th. Make sure they June 16th. Yeah, the day June 16th. So when you see this, say happy birthday. And my mama name is Diane. Say happy birthday, Miss Diane. And I'll show it to her and she'll smile and get all happy and stuff like that. Anyway, everybody, I love you. My 204 subscribers that follow me, thank you for following me. Because that means you fuck with me. You like something about me. Because you won't subscribe to nobody you don't like. At least I hope not. And thank you for following me and bye. Oh my goodness.